and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to take you through how I managed to structure the project, which was almost going into a stoppage or early exit, if I can put it that way. I'm going to take you through how I structured the project in such a way that it formed the foundation for success, and at the end we're able to deliver the project, we're able to deliver the objectives of the project, we're able also to deliver the goals of the project. So let's dive in. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Oscar Bira. I'm a certified program and project manager. In this video, I'm going to take you through the concept of structuring a project. I've done this when I was helping a project which was almost going into collapse, and this is what I'm going to share with you in this video. So let's get started. So this project has been running for almost 2 years, but there wasn't much progress in terms of how the project was supposed to be implemented and also delivered. So when I joined this project, when it had already started, I went through the documentation, and fortunately most of the documentation was available. For example, the RFP, which is a request for proposal from vendors, the statement of work, which is normally called SOW, was also in place. So it was very clear to me in terms of what were the requirements from the client and what the project was supposed to deliver. So with that clarity, the first thing I requested the people or the project manager from the bank side, me I was from the vendor side, was the project structure on both ends. I'm telling you, I was shocked. There was no project structure. That was my first time to see a project running that far without any proper structure. So you might be asking, what does a proper structure mean for a project? I will take you through quickly in the next 2 minutes or so on how a well-structured program looks like. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe button, and the notification button so that you are the first person to be notified each time a new video is uploaded on this channel. It will also help the channel to grow. It will also help the channel to produce more videos like this one. Normally, a project is structured as follows. You have the topmost layer, which is called the project board. Okay, it's called the project board. So project board is the highest authority. So project board is the highest authority in a project. Okay, all the decisions, they are made by the project board. Then below the project board, you normally have what is called a change board, CCB, which is a change board. This is how most projects are structured. So the purpose of the change board is to make sure that all the changes that are coming into the project, they are also approved after being deemed necessary. They are also approved, but the change board, except for changes, the rest will be ratified by the project board. So in actual fact, the change board actually reports to project board. Okay, then after the project board, in some cases you find you also have the project directors. So the purpose of the project directors is to make quick decisions that do not need a full board to make that decision. So what you end up with is a project director. In most cases, you have one from the client side or the organization, and then you also have one from the vendor side. Okay, but from the project point of view, on the project board, you normally have three very important roles. The first one is the sponsor. Normally the sponsor is the one who takes care of the project, the one who has got the project at heart. And then you have a senior user. Okay, this might be from one organization or it can be from many organizations. But in most cases they select one supplier, but in most cases they select one senior user to represent all the other vendors. Then the other one is users. Then the next one is a senior supplier. So this one represents the suppliers who are going to provide service to the project. Probably they're going to be involved in creating some products or creating some deliverables in a project. Even if there are so many, they normally select one to represent them. So after the project directors, you start having a project manager. Project manager's role is very, very important. This is like the pilot of the project. Project manager runs the project on a daily basis. So after the project manager, the second layer has got so many participants. We normally call it team leads, others they want to call them team managers. So this layer is very important. They also help to reduce the amount of work to be done by the project manager in terms of managing the teams. So you have your team managers or team leaders. Then after that, you also have multiple, depending on the type of the project and also on the industry of the project. So you have multiple members belonging to different teams. Okay. Say for example, if it was a software project, you are going to mostly have developers. You are also going to have designers, system designers, even testers as part of the teams. So once you have these ones as part of the teams, you also have a team manager for testers, team manager for developers, and then team manager for system designers. Then you have team members. Team members also belong to these categories. If it's a team member for developers, team member for testers, and also a team member for designers. So basically, these are the layers. We have about 1, can I say 2, 1 or 1.1, 1.2, and then we have layer number 2, layer number 3, and then layer number 4. I hope you have enjoyed the video so far. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe button, and the notification button so that you are the first person to be notified each time a new video is uploaded on this channel. It will also help the channel to grow. It will also help the channel to produce more videos like this one. Since the project board was already existing, I only started my structure at project manager level, which was me. So project manager, it was me. And then below that, I had to form a number of work streams. I want to call them work streams. So the first work stream, it was for developers. This was very important for me to be able to have people who are going to customize based on the requirements, and also to have people who are going to be able to develop even new functionality that might be required by the client. So the second work stream, it was on data migration. You might want to call it data migration, it's the same thing. So on data migration, I also had another work stream. This was responsible for transforming the data from the old system into the new system. So that process on its own, I realized it was not part of the structure. When I checked with the team, which was there already, especially from the bank side, this was actually being deferred to almost 2 or 3 weeks before go live, which was also wrong. So the next structure which I had for this banking project, it was retail. So in a banking situation, you also have retail function. So what do we mean by this? The retail function, in most cases, you have accounts, okay, to manage individual accounts, and also you also have customer details. They have to be captured. You also have checks. You have teller functions. That is for your cash withdrawal and cash deposits. You also need that. So it's actually, there are so many modules that are used here. We'll discuss them as we go. So retail is also divided into 2 sections. There is retail corporate, and then there is a retail individual. Actually, there are 3 with retail government. The next work stream ahead is for credit. So as a banking system, obviously there must be modules to do with credit, that is lending. So lending is also in 2 parts, for corporates, okay, and also for individuals. So that was a work stream on its own. The next work stream was on trade finance. So, as a banking institution, they also support international payments and delivery, which we're calling trade. So this was also another work stream. The next one, which I had, it was on FCM, which is normally called financial crime management. So financial crime management was also another work stream I had. Then we also had what was called ethical banking. In some cases, they want to call it, this is ethical banking. This is the banking functionality where you don't normally charge interest. Then the next one, it was to do with integrations. This is a very important work stream when you're implementing a banking project. The purpose of integration, I think most of you, they have accounts with some banks, and definitely there are cases where you receive SMS or short message which tells you that there was either a credit or a debit into your account. So that is done through integration, which means there are two systems, which is the core banking system and also the channels. Some of you have done internet banking, some of you have done mobile banking. All these, they have to communicate with the core banking system, which is the CBS. So there must be a work stream which should be responsible for this. So I created one. It was not there also at that particular point. Then the next work stream, it was on finance. This is a very important work stream also in this structure. So I had to create one work stream for finance. The purpose of this was to configure the GL and the trial balance of the bank. All right. So having all these work streams was very, very important. So I had to bring in new members. So when I brought in new members, I also end up having the lead technical person. So I also had the lead technical person. This was very important work stream. This person was responsible for anything technical, from creation of environments and also configurations, or any technical configurations that might be required on the project. So the bank also managed to fit into that structure. However, they requested that they also need two more structures from the bank side. Three more structures from the bank side. So the list of structures which I had to put, they are, the first one was audit, and then the second one was also risk. This was from the client side. And then the third one, which was also very important, was reconciliation. So this is how I structured the project for success. So want me to create more videos like this one, or you want some additional information on what we've discussed on this video, you can reach out to me, or you can let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.